response. Like, you can't look at China before you start looking at like the incompetence of the United States and Donald Trump's response. And no one's really.
How?
I mean, people have had better responses.
Well, how is it incompetent? China knew about it since before the New Year's. People from Wuhan fled all over the world. America was the number one destination of people fleeing Wuhan.
Yeah, I'm saying China. I'm not saying China did a good job.
Can you blame Trump for that? That people went from Wuhan to America in January?
No, you can't. You can't blame Trump for that. But most of the coronavirus cases, again, they came through Italy, first of all, and like second of all, you got a huge thing where like Trump's continuously trying to downplay it, trying to say like, oh, it's a hoax. Like, it's a fake news thing made by the Democrats.
But he was the first. He could have been using that time to implement a travel ban.
He could have been using that time to build masks instead of calling it a hoax. Like, I'm sorry, that's like you can. That is a big like.
But at that point, as far as we knew, as far as what China was telling us, it was a hoax. China was claiming. China didn't even admit that human-to-human contact was possible until February, or human-to-human transmission.
Yeah, I mean,
and Taiwan had known about it since like January, but Taiwan, they're not part of the UN, so we don't hear about that.
WHO. There was a funny clip that they were asking about Taiwan's membership in the WHO, and then it's just like, nope.
Yeah, Dr. Tedros doesn't recognize Taiwan as a legitimate state at all.
Yeah. We saw. I played an interview of that as well. That was like another guest that we had on the show brought up about that, and it was like, yeah, it's very like China, like they definitely need to do a good job, but like you got to look at. I think it's important.
But we were the first to do a travel ban, Walshy, and he was criticized by that by the same people who are criticizing him for downplaying it.
It didn't even do anything though.
Yes, it did. The myth that people came in after, so he did the travel ban. More people came.
More people came from Europe. More coronavirus infected people came
already
from Europe.
in China. So then, by order of the State Department, a bunch of U.S. citizens who were in China were ordered to come back that day. So those 40,000 all came in like one day, the day after the ban, and then there was none after that.
But more people with the coronavirus came from Italy and Europe. Like that's
true. We should have banned travel from Italy.
Yeah,
we should have done more travel bans.
Like that's definitely fair. Like, and I mean, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And like restricting that travel,
to claim
that's a way to do it.
He was the first to do a travel ban. He's the first to act.
But it was incredible. But he was the first to act in a travel ban that was ineffective in stopping. But what did he also do? He called it a hoax. He called it like he downplayed it time and time again, and he could have. And still,
because it was
there is no test. There's nothing. Like there's not really enough
in terms of death rate and infection rate was higher than the actual. Like we know now with our new data from antibody tests and things like that our original projections for death rate and infection rate were higher than normal. So he was right in that sense. Because at that point, all our data was skewed. Because the majority of the people getting tested were doctors who were working in a box with the virus all day. Obviously, it's going to spread faster between them than it would the general population.
And a lot of that's because like, the reason why the curve's been flattening is because like social distancing, I would say, has been effective to a large degree.
Oh, I could not disagree more. People aren't listening to social distancing. It's not happening. Go outside. It's normal out.
I wouldn't say that. I would not say it's normal, and you can't say that for everywhere. Like, I mean, there's like 10
right
people.
In the hotbed, Walshy. This is where it's supposed to be the worst. Just look out your window.
CVS.
You see your neighbor, little fat neighbor, on a walk. Things are fine.
There's nothing. Like, there's nothing against being on a walk, though. There's nothing against being on a walk. Like,
I'm saying, if this was a real earth-shattering, end-of-the-world type pandemic, us being in the hotbed, we would see more of it.
We're not
like,
in the
up
hotbed,
close.
though. New York City's the hotbed. We're not in New York City.
But the hotbed was New Rochelle. It wasn't New York City.
For a bit. But it's been New York City for like a while now. And I'm worried it's probably like Brazil soon because they're like literally the president there has just been coughing on everyone. He clearly has the coronavirus, but clearly
he's
just playing through
Bolsonaro
it.
Is way too strong to die of the coronavirus. It takes more than that.
He looks awful.
Stabbed.
He looks awful every day. It's like he's hanging.
He looked awful
there.
Before the virus.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like how is he going to be the guy that makes it through it? But I don't know.
Because he's mentally tough, dude. He got stabbed and survived. He got stabbed in the heart and survived, dude. That takes mental toughness.
That's what he is. Yeah. I know. He's just a crazy guy. Now, we can take a little break, I think, from the coronavirus right now, and we can talk about the 2020 election. And yeah, that's a topic we all love talking about. But it's what's your reading on it? Do you think Trump's got it? I think personally right now, I think it's 50-50.
I think but I don't think we should get complacent because everyone's like, oh, Trump's projected to win in a landslide victory. I'm like, yeah, he's projected to lose in a landslide in 2016. So
I don't know who says I don't think anyone's projecting a landslide victory except for him.
I don't know, dude. By the time people start caring about the election again, like people don't even realize how much Joe Biden's mental health has declined since coronavirus started.
People are not paying attention to this election right now. That's for sure. They're like much more focused on the quarantine and everything.
Like once coronavirus starts to not be in the news as much and people start checking in, hey, what's Joe Biden
he's not doing anything.
They're going to realize.
his Harvey Weinstein advisor, communications director, is having him hide and not do any like public interviews. Shout out Anita Dunn.
Yeah, like that's when because if let's just say like he was fine and he just made a couple verbal missteps and like we're just blowing it out of proportion, like his mental health is fine. The first thing you would do is you would go out on stage and you would give a press release like, hey, I messed up. It's just a verbal mistake. I'm totally fine. Look at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that. There's so many problems. Like if they ever do have debates, which I so hope they do, like it would be.
Did you hear that thing?
It would be devastating for Joe Biden. It would be devastating. It'd be so fun to watch too. It would just be devastating.
Oh yeah. Because Trump's the greatest debater in history. He doesn't even like say talking points. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's just like
a good debater.
He's definitely very quick. Like he knows how to. And Joe Biden isn't like Trump's sharpest area is that kind of like debating stuff, like where he could just like insult people.
Yeah, he's way better when he's unscripted.
Yeah, so he's much better, and it's
like
very,
the whole
good
news,
at that.
like the original press release. That was such good. That was really a good press for Trump, I think. Partially.
Which one?
Like when that guy was like, all those reporters were trying to have their gotcha moment with him, and that guy was trying to act like he was like a cool like stock market like economic dude. He's like, yeah, so I was looking at oil this morning, and Trump's like, oh really? What's it at right now? And the guy just didn't know.
Wait, I didn't see this. This is some guy who's like. I think we were gonna say like bring up that guy Peter Alexander or whatever. So is this
no? This guy was asking Trump a question, and he was bringing up the price of oil because he wanted to sound like smart, like to Trump, and like he was gonna have some. I don't know where it was leading, but he was
April
clearly
7th.
gonna have like a gotcha moment.
Oh,
and
this guy.
Like, so I was checking on the price of oil this morning, and Trump didn't even let him finish. He's like, "Oh, really? What's it at?"
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I don't have much respect for the media anymore. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't mind it. It's I don't mind it as much. Like it's not the best thing, but I definitely especially when he's going to like be beating up on when he was beating up on like Jeb Bush, like in the debates, and like he's like the Iraq War was a big fat mistake or whatever. Like that was very good. But and he's going to Joe Biden. He's going to kill.
No, because Joe Biden. Did you know that Osama bin Laden had a plan while Obama was president to kill Obama because he believed Joe Biden was so incompetent that he could like have his way with America?
I think I heard something similar to that, and I think I don't know. That doesn't sound that far off. I think I actually did hear something similar to that Joe Biden wanted to kill, or Osama bin Laden wanted to like thought Joe Biden was incredibly dumb.
So basically, Osama endorsed him before Obama.
That's true. Yeah. And like they're trying to put he did push for that Wisconsin primary to happen. He pushed for like a bunch of other primaries to happen in the middle of the pandemic. That's just
yeah.
Honestly,
how's a voting booth for? You want to criticize Trump for calling it a hoax? How's going to a voting booth? How is that social
equally
distancing?
as awful? That's equally as awful. That's killing your own voters just in time for the election.
I wouldn't go that far because I don't I think the whole
no,
if you're
there's
outside,
poll
that means
workers in Florida that got sick
saying
who worked
I
in
don't
that
think
election that
putting
are sick
someone
with.
at risk for dying is the same as killing them.
I mean,
Because if the
but there are
people,
poll
if
workers that
you're
are sick
accepting
from
that risk,
election.
and the people accept the risk that, like, hey, there's a 0.3% chance if you get it, you might die, I'd accept that risk.
Yeah,
Then I could go back to work and continue to make money, and I don't even have a rent
poll
to
working
pay.
job, which is weird.
Or
all right, so
food to buy, you know what I mean?
Do you think Trump wins Texas, would you say?
Yeah.
Like, would you say that very confidently?
Yeah. No Beto anymore.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, I just do not buy until I see it. Like, I just do not buy.
No, because Beto fell off. People are realizing that Beto is just a weird skateboarder kid who's
a one-hit wonder.
His daddy bought him a political career.
Yeah, like, I mean, I would definitely say he's not going to really get anything better than, like, I don't think Biden can beat Beto O'Rourke's position in Texas. That's for sure. Like,
yeah.
Arizona probably the same thing. Like, people are like, Texas is just so close to turning blue. It's almost there. It's like, I will believe that very
if that's
much
true,
when I
then
see
California is almost red.
Yeah. It's California is more.
No, that's just true. California is like 43% conservative.
No, but like if you look
People
at where
talk
their
about
House seats
California,
are,
they assume it's just L.A.
They don't have
outside of
any
LA
representatives. No, that's not true. They don't have any represent. Like they have barely. Only place that's conservative in California is Orange County.
No, I mean in terms of how they vote presidentially.
In terms of how they vote
San
presidentially,
Diego always votes red in the presidential elections.
The
Northern California always votes red.
Yeah,
like
but
when you break it up like county by county, how they voted.
What was the 2016 California margin though?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Oh, 61 to 61.7 for Hillary. So I mean, yeah, not crazy, but like
that's
the Democrats have a pretty strong hold. And how much did?
Yeah, that's not gonna turn. That's what I'm saying though. It's because the major cities are blue.
Yeah,
and
the major
in Texas,
cities are.
Besides Austin, the major cities are red. Right now,
he won it by
what's
52.2.
Blue is the border towns
he won
because
by
of
like
anchor
10
babies.
points. Yeah,
that's how Texas is
immigrants.
turning
it's not
blue. You're importing voters.
It's that's stupid. But it's just like there's just immigrants. That's what it is.
Yeah, look at Texas's map. It's red everywhere inland, and then right along the Mexico border, it's a little string of blue. Because
Houston, Dallas, and the left side of Texas are pretty much the only blue places. Really,
but yeah,
Northern
I don't think...
Texas, West Texas, and Houston and Dallas and Austin are blue. Yeah, but to be fair though, like Trump won by 52.2, Hillary Clinton won by 61. So with a 61% margin, like that's not very.
I honestly thought it was higher. I thought California was more red than it actually was.
Yeah, like it's a pretty blue place, but I think you can definitely, if you look at like Texas, Arizona, and Florida, I think he also wins Florida as well.
But I think if
Trump
California did turn red, it wouldn't be because they gained people; it would be because they lost people.
I think, yeah,
people and
yeah, but I don't think it's going to turn red. I think, but if you just play a little bit of like election map game here, you have Arizona, I think, turning red, Florida turning red, North Carolina turning
Florida
red.
absolutely going red, especially with all the lockdown stuff.
Yeah, and they haven't had a blue thing go right for them in so long. Florida has, like, they're, I think, trending more red than they are blue at this point. It was just like, I feel like I believe it when I see it, and.
Because Florida, they're kind of like... No, but even like if you look at the representatives, like the blue representatives in Florida, it's like blue dog Democrats. Like Democrats who are like pro-gun and stuff.
Like Debbie Wasserman
Schultz.
Schultz.
You can't run on like the metropolitan New York Democrat and win Florida with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like he has that working class vibe though. He's that kind of like chill Joe.
Like you can't say AR-14 in Florida. Then again, you can't say it in Texas either.
Who said AR? Did Joe Biden say it? Joe Biden said that, or Beto.
Or no, that was Beto who said 14. Joe Biden said no one